What's up, YouTubers? Tiffy Stacey here with another video. This is like part 2 to the first one I did because I'm just bored and I need something to do. I just kind of want to talk to all of you about my big chop experience. Yay! If you didn't watch the first video, I went and got my big chop on, what was it? It wasn't November 1st, actually. I had actually went in October. I think it was the very beginning of October. I wanted to, you know, I was fed up at that point, so I decided that I was gonna just go to a barber shop and have them cut off all my hair, because I didn't really want to go to a hair salon, because I felt like, you know, my hair was pretty much like down to here, and I was getting kind of tired, and I was getting tired of dealing with it. So I didn't want them saying to me, why are you cutting off all your hair? You know, you're not gonna look right and all this stuff, because I already went through that with someone else and I was just getting tired of it. So I went to the barber shop, and it was you know, a room full of guys, you know, cutting other guys' hair, and it was, when I walked in, everybody just kind of like stared at me like, what the hell is she doing here? So, you know, so they were talking to me, and they were like, well, what do you want? And I'm like, well, you know, I just want all my relaxer cut off. So they you know, one of the guys was like, all right, I'll hook you up, I'll make you look good, you know. So I'm like, okay. So I asked him, I said, well, how much are you gonna cut off? And he's like, well, he goes, you don't look like you have that much, you know. He's like, well, it looked like I had more new growth than it seemed. So he had me pick out my hair, because actually my hair was it was really curly, so honestly, I don't even know why I did that. I should have straightened it or did something so he could be able to tell that my hair, you know, which was relaxed and which wasn't. So, you know, I went in there, I was sitting there, I was picking, he had me pick it out, and I picked it out and picked it out and picked it out. And then finally he took the clippers, and then he just started, you know, taking the clippers up like that, going up my hair, and I'm like, you know, I'm hoping that, I really hope he knows where to, you know, where to stop, you know. And honestly, I don't even know why he was cutting it like that. So, you know, I repeated the process, you know, each time I would pick it out, you know, the smaller it got, and by the time it was all over, it was like a what is it, rounded fro. And I looked at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, oh my god, I think I walked straight out of the 70s. And if you want to see a picture, here's a picture. Alright, so after that was all done, you know, I went home, because actually the barbershop was right around the corner from where I lived at, so I didn't have much way to go. So, you know, I was walking down the street, and I was just thinking, like, I probably look real crazy right now. I mean, it's huge. So so I decided, you know, I was so excited. I called my mom. I said, Mom, I cut off all my hair. I mean, I didn't cut off all of it. Obviously, after that picture, you can't see that it wasn't all. But I told her I cut off all my relaxants, you know, I got it done. So she's like, oh, I can't believe you did. You got to send me pictures. So I sent, well, did I do that? No. I sent her pictures, and then I decided, I'm like, you know, I was so excited. I was like, I want to see exactly how much he cut off. So I took a shower, and honestly, I was like, after I washed my hair, I was completely disappointed. You know, I was so disappointed that, you know, I still had relaxants. I had these stringy ends, and something about it just didn't look right. And I'm like, I can't believe I gotta, you know, wait this out again, you know, basically. Because I wasn't about to go back to someone and have them try to fix what they did. And, you know, I kind of thought about going back to the barbershop and telling them to finish the job. But I was like, I don't even want to go through all that. So I just dealt with it. You know, I continued to do what I was doing with my transition styles. Like, I think I was doing the 2-strand, and then I was twisting my hair. I couldn't straighten it because I didn't. Excuse me. I couldn't straighten it because there was just like a couple of stringy ends, and it wasn't really, I couldn't do anything with it. So I just kind of hid it. So then November 1st, I went ahead and I went to to the store and got some shears, and I came back home and I said, I'm done with this. I'm not gonna, I don't want anybody cutting my hair anymore because they don't do it the way I wanted to do it. So I just went ahead and just started cutting. And I didn't really have that much to cut, but it was kind of one of those very liberating experiences because I'm like, I'm finally doing this, I've had a relaxer since I was 12, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going against everything that I've ever been taught about my hair, and I'm like, I just did it, and it was the best decision I ever made. So, yeah, I'm all for the big chop if you can handle it. I believe that you mentally have to prepare yourself for short hair, you have to do that I think months in advance. You have to get your mind right first before you can even think about cutting off all your hair, because my hair was my life at some point. Not so much anymore, but it was. So that was my experience, and I've been happy ever since with it, and I recommend it. I'm still actually trying to get used to it. I have a severe dryness problem, but it's really, I think it's something different. I'm always trying to think out of the box and think of unconventional ways of doing things, and natural hair was just something I think it was time to do. I was tired of the whole, straight iron thing. So, but I say if that's what something that you want to do, it's fine. But, transitioning is just as good. But, like so many women on YouTube, they've gotten tired of, having the two textures. So the best option sometimes is just cutting it all off. But at the end of this video, I'll just show you some pictures of what my hair looked like after I chopped it. It wasn't immediately after, but it's after I started to get more of a curl pattern. So check those out. Subscribe to me. Follow me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. It's Twitter / I think it'll be Tiffy Stacey. Yeah, I have 2 Twitter accounts, so I get confused. So, alright. Check it out. Tiffy Stacey.